everyone, welcome back to my channel, Neurotic Mom Bakes. I've got some donuts all prepped here, almost ready to fry up, and the recipe and the tutorial for that is in a previous video, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my chocolate glaze that I'm going to dip these donuts in once they are finished. So in this bowl, I have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, plus I just threw in a little bit extra of cocoa. And then to that, I've just kind of whisked it together a little bit. To that, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of corn syrup. And the reason for the corn syrup is it will give it a shine, a really pretty shine. I go a little bit over. A little bit of corn syrup. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. And then to that, all I'm gonna add is just a tiny bit of milk at a time until it gets to the perfect dipping consistency for my donuts. So you're only gonna need a few tablespoons, so start small. There's 1, 2, and I'm just gonna start whisking gently, because if it's too thin, it's just gonna run down your donut. And I want it to be able to dip my donut in it and have it be thick enough to coat, but just stay on the top half of the donut. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need a little more. Okay, so that's like 3. Yeah, a little goes a long way. That 3rd tablespoon really pulled it together. Ah, see how shiny that is? So pretty. That, I would say, is near perfect consistency. But what I'm gonna do is once my donuts are fried, I'm gonna leave it just like this. Once my donuts are fried and I'm ready to dip, I'm gonna take 1 donut hole and dip it, and it will tell me if it's the perfect consistency. Now to troubleshoot and to fix any problems, like if you did make it too runny, just add a little bit more powdered sugar, and then it will fix it. And if it's too thick, you add a little bit more milk, and just back and forth until you get the perfect consistency. So don't think you've ruined it, because you definitely have not. I'm actually, because I have to wait to fry my donuts, you don't want this to form a skin on top, which it will. So I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap. But I'm gonna kind of push it down on top of the glaze. Just barely, so it doesn't form that skin. There we go. Okay. All right, now we just wait for donuts to fry, and then I'm gonna show you how to dip these. Okay, now the final stage of the donuts. We're going to dip them in my chocolate glaze. You can make a vanilla glaze. You can just take out the cocoa and do vanilla and add some orange zest and orange juice. But today we're doing chocolate. And I'm gonna pull this plastic off I did that so the skin wouldn't form on the top there. Just give it and this is going to be my test donut, okay? So there's really only one way to test for consistency, at least for me, to make sure you have the right consistency, is I'm gonna take my ugliest donut and I'm just gonna dip it about halfway down, and you wanna get the excess off. Oh my gosh, I think it might be perfect. Yeah, it's not really dripping. See how it's not really dripping down the sides, but it's thick enough, but not too thick, and it's perfect, okay? We are good to go. I'm gonna dip the rest of these. I had my powdered sugar and milk out, but I don't need to adjust, so I'm gonna move that out of the way. It's dripping a hair, it's okay. I still think it's good and pretty. Okay, it's a good consistency. You just kind of need to shake the excess off. This took a little practice, I'm not gonna lie. I had to just kind of twist your wrist around so it doesn't get the drips falling down. So you can see it's dripping down just a little bit, but it's really pretty still. If you wanted to make your glaze thicker, totally can. I would add a couple tablespoons of powdered sugar, but I think these are actually really pretty just how they are. And they're going to taste really good. All right, now I have some sprinkles here. If you can leave them as is, but if you want to dress them up just a little bit, I'm not going to sprinkle the whole thing, but I just want to add the tiniest touch, like in the corner there. Just like on one little side of the donut. You're gonna wanna let these cool, or set at least, I guess, before you eat them, or you can just eat them right away, honestly. There we go. Thanks so much for joining me again today on Neurotic Mom Bakes. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. You can also check me out on Instagram at Neurotic Mom.